Hi, this is Dr. Riley. Today, I wanted to share with you guys a case report. A case report is just basically a patient that you see, and I just thought it would be useful for anybody that's watching this to actually see someone who has actually remarkable success. So, this is a kid that I just saw recently. For those of you who are unaware, or just to orient you, this is a BMI graph. And when doctors look at a BMI graph, what we're looking for is how much you weigh for how tall you are. So you can see at the bottom of the graph, it says the age in years. And you could see that when he had come at 16 for his physical, he was in big trouble. And his BMI was just going off the chart, greater than the 99th percentile, not even a number that we would be able to, be able to give anybody. And then all of a sudden, he starts going down to 80th percentile and then at the 54th percentile. Now, when you look at his bloods, they didn't really look too horrible, but you could see his insulin was elevated. And when your insulin is elevated, this is actually what drives all weight gain. But the real question is, what's going on? What did he do to lower his insulin? Because you'll see at the end that he does lower his insulin. So that way he's able to facilitate such remarkable weight loss. Or in other words, what's your secret, kid? What did you do? Right? Because usually what I tell these guys is I say, hey, whatever your secret is, I'm going to copy it and I'm going to use it for all my patients because most of them don't have such remarkable success. And of course, the secret is that there is no secret, right? That he was a guy that all of a sudden, when he saw his values getting so high like this, it was a wake up call. And he decided that he was no longer going to drink soda and he was going to avoid eating chips, which apparently he was eating chips nearly every day. And then he also figured out another thing that seems like is fairly true is that if you're eating for more hours in the day than you're actually either sleeping or resting, then that's not good, right? And usually your insulin will go down if you're actually having more time where you're sleeping or resting and less time eating, right? So he did both of those things, and then you saw that his success was remarkable, and in 2 years now, his BMI is exactly perfect. And he feels like that this is something that he can do for the rest of his life, which is really the ultimate, right? Because if you're not killing yourself, if you're not hungry, if you're feeling that this is something that you could do for the rest of your life, then in reality you've won, right? So this is actually remarkably great for him. And he was someone who just came for the physical, and we just showed him the BMI chart. He didn't come and see me for a lot of extra training or anything like that. And he had remarkable results. It's great. And you could see his insulin the last time we checked it. It's hard to see on this, but it was actually less than 10, which normally that's what I see is that once it starts getting back into the single digits, that's when the guys start having this kind of weight loss. So yeah, so you know what? Eating healthy and eating simple food, these are all things that are actually remarkably good at maintaining a healthy weight. And you too could actually have success. Now, it's not a coincidence that he's a dude, right? Usually men tend to have a little bit of an easier time of it when they're losing weight, because when a girl actually starts having their insulin elevated, it affects their hormones, and a lot of times they have to get a lot of that hormones and things under control before they actually see such success. But I definitely do have girls who have similar success stories, and it usually all starts with the will, the want to. What do they want in life? Do they want to see that they'll become a healthy weight, and do they want that more than they want these foods, which we know raise your insulin? All right. So I think that's good. That's all I wanted to say. And I just wanted to share that with you guys so that way you could see that this is actually something that can happen.